There's no doubt that the compact crossover and SUV segment is one of the most important and certainly the fastest growing in the industry today. Now for years, actually up until 2007, Nissan had the Xterra fill that gap, but that's a true SUV really built for off-road, so they needed something else to fill the gap, and that's what they came out with the Nissan Rogue. Gotta tell you, it's been a little bit of a letdown because when you look at the other vehicles in the segment, they ride better, they're a little bit quieter, a little more efficient. Now the Rogue's been out since late 2007 as a 2008 model year, and all indications are that it's pretty much at the end of its product life cycle, so we're expecting a new and fresher Rogue in the next year or so. That's good news for you because whenever a vehicle's at the end of its product life cycle, you can usually get a pretty good deal at your Nissan dealership. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that Nissan puts in the Rogue is one that they use in several other vehicles in their lineup. Now, by today's standard, the 170 horsepower, 175 pound-feet of torque is not exactly earth-shattering numbers, especially when you're only getting about 23 miles to the gallon in the city and 28 on the highway, especially since it's got a CVT. You expect the CVT to get even better fuel economy. Now, by comparison, two new vehicles that just came out, the Mazda CX-5 and the Subaru XV Crosstrek, both get well over 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. So I think Nissan Rogue has got some work to do. One of the redeeming qualities of the Nissan Rogue is that it does sit up higher than most vehicles, so you do get great vision, but it kind of stops there because at a starting price of $24,000 and a fully loaded price of $29,000 as shown here for a front-wheel drive car, I kind of think Rogue is pricing itself out of the market. Two of the biggest complaints that owners of Rogues have are the fact that it's very noisy, and that's a result of the CVT transmission, and that the seats aren't very comfortable, and I have to agree with them. As you can hear, that is certainly louder than most. You know, this is a really tough segment, and this vehicle is showing its age. There are so many great new cars out there, including the Honda CR-V, even older ones like the Toyota RAV4 that have been out for a few years, really seem to outshine this car, and I'd have to go with one of those. However, in this era of payment-driven markets, you can get some amazing deals on the Rogue, and if that is your primary criteria, you want a five-seater crossover that gets pretty decent fuel economy, this is not a bad way to go. It's not a terrible car by any means. I just think there are a lot better options if you're strictly going on price. There are a few things I really don't like about the Rogue. Number one, this vent keeps whistling. I don't know what's going on here, but it's annoying. Number two, so we just got in the car, it's in park, and we have our doors unlocked because we just got in. So I'm going to put it in drive, and I'm going to go. And what it did is lock itself. Wonderful, right? And here's the problem. Now I get to my destination, and I'm going to stop, put it in park. Why is it not unlocking? Now I have to unlock it to get out. I'm sorry, that is just unacceptable in 2012. Part of the Rogue's SV package is what they call Nissan Intelligent Key. Now, here's the problem. They still keep this silly little fake key thing here. So when you want to start the car, even though you don't need a key, just give me a damn button to push. No, I still have to turn this. You might as well just put a key in there and save a couple $100. The other thing I like that they've done is obviously the Bose system. That's great. That's obviously trickle-down technology from Infiniti. Here's another one. This surround view first appeared on the EX35. This is really luxury car technology, but it just doesn't make sense to put it in this car. I'm all for it, but come on. I think they could have balanced the equipment in this car a lot better, maybe gotten it down to about $26,000, $27,000, and they'd have a much better vehicle.